This call is being recorded.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, who appeared and is in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, I greet you all in the words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. We're back again, once again, for Sunday school. And today's lesson, last week, we Sunday school lesson was about the name of God. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what's the name? And what's the proper name of God?
Master Farad Muhammad.
Okay, very good. Well, today we are going to discuss the power of God. Did everyone hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now, that's our subject today, the power of God. Now, let me see. Who want to ask this question too? Kamal Amari a little young for this question. Let's start with Daim. Daim, to the best of your knowledge, how would you describe or what is power?
Power is the influence you have over people.
Are you looking at a dictionary?
Sir?
Are you looking at a dictionary?
No, sir.
Okay, that's a very good definition. The reason I asked that is I'm a little impressed. You just came with that definition. Rafiq, do you know? Are you in utter agreement with Daim? Do you have a definition of power? A separate one?
Someone that's got all that power. I'm gonna go with Diane on that one.
Okay. Well, actually, Daim, that's called you basically hit the bullseye on that one. I mean, you literally took the definition of words right out of my mouth. That's really impressive. Okay, power. The formal definition of power is the capacity or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others or the course of events. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we know, Daim said it's basically the power to, it's basically the ability to influence other people or someone else. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, children, we are discussing the power of God. Okay. Now, last week we discussed at length, the name of God, and that name being Master Farad Muhammad. And today we're going to get into the power of God. Okay? And, I don't think you guys know the Bible that well as far as thumbing through various books. So, there are certain biblical verses, I'm just going to quote and tell you. And then there's some others I'm actually going to have you open the Bible and turn to and read along with me. But I'm not, this is Sunday school, so I'm not trying to keep you here all day. I kind of want to just, teach efficiently and get to the point and, and move through rather efficiently and quickly. But not in a hurry, but, I just don't want to stretch it out unnecessarily. So let's get back to the name of God. Now, you all are aware that our forefathers in this country were slaves. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And our forefathers who were not originally from this country, they came from a continent called Africa. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in Africa, children, our forefathers had different languages, different names, and different religions. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they had a different language, and they had different names, and they had different religions. And they had different names for God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's not that important that you know those names that second names for God that our forefathers had. But you know, some of them were like Shango, and there's like many different names. You know, but that's not what this lesson is about. The point I'm trying to make is that something happened when our forefathers came to America, or I should say, was brought to America. They were given new names, a new religion, and another name for God. Is really just that simple. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, have you all heard of the story of the children of Israel and Moses and Pharaoh and Egypt? Have you heard anything about that story? Like you've seen a movie or heard a story about the children of Israel being brought to freedom by Moses?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what'd you say? Did someone say something?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, in the book of Exodus, I guess I can turn to this one because this is real easy. But I think the book of Exodus should be the second or third book of the Bible. I think that's the second book of the Bible. Yeah, I think I want you to turn to the book of Exodus and go to chapter 6. And turn to chapter 6. It's like the second book of the Bible. It's right in front of the Bible after Genesis. And if Amaria or whoever needs a little assistance, please assist them to find the book of Exodus, chapter 6, and so we can, efficiently move through our lesson.
Do you want us to go to a specific verse or just?
I do. Does everyone have Exodus chapter 6 open?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's see. We're going to start at verse 2, and I want Kamal to read verse 2, and then I want Daim to read verse 3. Go ahead, Kamal.
Yes, sir. And God said to Moses, I am Jehovah.
No, verse 2.
Oh, this one?
Verse 2.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 6, verse 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really quick. I may have not mentioned this. The Bibles that we have, they came from my mama's congregation. They're the wrong one.
Oh, you got the books from the Jehovah Witnesses.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you don't have the King James version?
No, sir. I think I could get it on my phone real quick.
King James version.
You don't have a physical King James book there?
No, sir. He said we don't have a biblical James, sir.
I didn't know that. I thought you had a regular Bible. Well, let me speak on that a little bit, and while I'm doing that, Rafi, go ahead. What website can you go to? Shoot. I did not know y'all had Jehovah Witness Bibles. That slows everything down. I guess you just can go to Google and type in Exodus chapter 6 verse 2. Type in a Google search, type in Bible KJV for King James Version, then type in Exodus chapter 6. Do that.
Yes, sir. All right.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. I can't. Why is it pulling up? Oh, I did chapter 20. That's chapter 6, sorry. Chapter 6. Okay, I got it.
Okay. Shoot. And okay. Go to verse 2 and have Kamal read verse 2.
Yes, sir. And God spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am the Lord.
Right. Okay. Now, let me before I go on, the problem with the Jehovah's Witness Bible is basically the Jehovah's Witness is a religion that just started in the early 20th century, actually in the 19th century by Charles Taze Russell. But the point I'm making, one of the things they just did, they just went in the Bible and just switched out the word God and some places Lord and just put Jehovah there because they are Jehovah's Witnesses. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
But the King James Bible was translated by scholars and theologians by King James of England in 1611. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when King James ordered his scholars to translate the Bible, they did so from the original manuscripts of the Bible. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm not going to get into all of the revisions and this kind of thing, but we don't use the Jehovah's Witness Bible because it's a revision of a revision. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So it's kind of hard to get to the understanding if we keep reading everybody's opinion about what the book should say. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now the Bible that your forefathers and my forefathers was given when we became Christians in this country by the white people, the main book that the slaves had that we were given was the King James Version. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Not the Jehovah's Witness Bible. The Jehovah's Witness Bible came after we were enslaved. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now that I've said that, come on, read again verse 2, and then Diane, I want you to read verse 3.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And God spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am the Lord.
And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty, but by my name Jehovah was not known to them.
Okay. Now here in the book of Exodus chapter 6, the situation is this. God is about to send Moses to free the slaves of Egypt. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But God is having a conversation with Moses, and he's reminding Moses, now look, I'm about to send you to free your people in Egypt. They've been there for 400 years, okay? But they don't know my name. Those name they know is the name Abraham had, which was God Almighty. They didn't know my prop. They didn't know what you would call a proper noun, a person, my name. They just know me as God Almighty. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's the same thing as saying president. Like, if President Clinton tells Diane, okay, Diane, you have permission to, come into the White House. But if Diane comes back and tells Kamal, the president says, I can go to the White House. So Kamal can ask Diane, which president are you talking about? Is it President Obama? Is it President Bush? Is it President Clinton? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so God is telling Moses, I appeared, to the forefathers as God Almighty, but they didn't know my name. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when Moses was sent back to the slaves to free them, he was giving God's proper name, which at this time, according to the story, was Jehovah. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jehovah is a proper noun. Remember that discussion we had last week?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
God or God Almighty is really a noun. It's not a proper noun. It's not the proper name. It's like a general, something that we call the Creator, God Almighty. But that's not a name. It's not like Daim, Rafiq, Kamal, and Amaria. It's just they just know me as God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when Moses was I'm letting you know what's going on here in chapter 6. What's about to happen. This is what's about to happen. God, who in this story name is Jehovah, is about to send Moses back to the slaves. He's going to send Moses up against the government of Egypt and see Pharaoh. And Moses is going to tell the slaves of Egypt, and he's going to tell Pharaoh to his face that God's name is Jehovah. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what you got to understand, children, is this. When this first happened, nobody knew God's name. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Because God just told Moses, look, I told Abraham, I was known to Abraham as God or God Almighty. Nobody know my name. But when you go back and deal with this Pharaoh and you go to free your people, you tell them my name is Jehovah. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the same thing is really going on in America today. Listen to me carefully. If you ask any black person in America, in general, any black person, any of your people that's Christian, if you ask them what is God's name, do you know what they're going to tell you typically?
Yes, sir.
They're going to say, if you ask what's God's name, they're going to say his name God. Or they might say Jehovah, depending if they read the book. But basically, they're going to say God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
They don't know God's name. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are in the same situation. And what you're being given here is power, knowledge. Okay? That's what your daddy is teaching you. So it's very important, excuse me, it is very important that you pay me very close attention. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And even after Sunday school's over, when you have a chance, when you're not busy, when you're not playing video games and you got some time in your hands, you should go back and listen to this lecture again because it is very important. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's review real quick before I move on. So, but when God told Moses, before God told Moses his name was Jehovah, what did God tell Moses his name that he was known by Abraham and the forefathers? What name was that?
Wait, say that again?
I'm probably jumbling my question. But my question is, when God was talking to Moses, what's the name that the people knew God by before God told Moses his new name?
It was God Almighty.
God Almighty.
Right, God Almighty, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, is God Almighty a personal name or a proper noun?
No,
sir.
Well, it's just a general name it's just a general name for the Creator, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But Jehovah, that's somebody's name, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are you all understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, this is very important because remember, last week I told you that Allah, it's the same situation. I told you that Allah is God and Allah's proper personal name is Master Farad Muhammad. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now, why is that important? I will tell you why that is important. Rafiq, in the Google, in your Google, just type in Bible KJV, the book of Acts, ACT. The only thing you gotta do is type in Acts chapter 2, verse 21.
Acts 2. Yes, sir.
And KJV, and let Amaria read that.
Yes, sir. It's Acts chapter 2, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Almost got it.
Okay, no problem.
All right, I got it. I'm already at verse 21. No, verse 20.
And it
21.
shall come to pass that whoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Okay. Now, did it say whoever shall call on the Lord shall be saved? Or did it say whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved?
The name.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now is that something that your dad is making up? Or is that something that your dad is showing you that's in the Word of God?
It's something that you're showing us. Not
Right.
making up.
Right. Now, so when it says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved, when it says it shall come to pass, that means that this is something that's going to happen in the future. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the religion of Islam, the word Islam means entire submission to the will of God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Like, come on, what's your middle name?
Islam.
That's right. That's actually Kamal's middle name. Entire submission to the will of God. You know, let me stick to the subject. I was about to say something, but let me just stick to the subject. Okay. Now, Rafiq, I want you to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 21.
Yes, sir. Matthew chapter 7, verse 21.
KJV. Make sure it's a King James version, and tell me when you get it. Verse 7, chapter 7, verse 21.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got it.
Do you have it?
All right. Yes, wait. Hold up.
Chapter 7, verse 21.
All right, I have it.
Read it, Rafiq.
All right. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Okay, now, in Matthew chapter 7, verse 21, the book says that Jesus was talking. He said, not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. What this is telling you is this. Even if you call or you know the name of the Lord, that's not enough. You actually got to be somebody that believes and obey God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You just can't say Farad Muhammad or Farad, and you don't believe in him, and you don't pray to him, you don't serve him, and expect to be saved. Do you understand? You got to be somebody that obeys. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's get to this. Now, remember, we just read, or Amaria read that in the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 21, it says that it shall come to pass that whoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, to save time, I am just going to read this verse since you don't have the Bible, and Rafiq is Googling. I just want to read this so we can kind of move forward in our lesson, okay?
Yes, sir.
In the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 5, it reads, in partial quote, it says, who are kept by the power of God through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what that says is that the salvation through the power of God, the salvation through the power of God will be revealed in the last time or in the last days. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, the salvation of God, we already know from the book of Acts, the salvation comes in knowing the name of the Lord. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And the name of the Lord is Master Farad Muhammad. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, the name Farad or the name of the Lord will be revealed at the end of the world. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we just learned when the end of the world is here. And we were told by Allah's last messenger that the Lord's name, the name that will save you, the name that was prophesied to save you at the end of the world, he told you that name. That name is Farad. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm going to read. Just listen to me. I'm going to buy you some King James Bibles. Because I didn't know you had Jehovah's Witness Bibles. I'm going to buy you some King James Bibles, if it pleases Allah, this week. And you can go back and read along in the King James Bible, when I send them, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the book of Revelations, chapter 19, verse 10, starting at verse 10, I'm going to read 4 verses. It says, I'm going to start at chapter 11, verse 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed in a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now we covered that last week. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we know that the name that is called the Word of God, that name is Farad. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so what's going on now? And you might be saying to yourself, Daddy, I understand that Allah's name is Farad Muhammad, but Daddy, why is this so important? Daddy, why do you keep emphasizing Farad? Why do you keep telling us about Farad Muhammad? I'm going to answer that question for you, okay?
Okay.
What your daddy is doing, I am saving your life. I am putting God's protection on you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What your father is doing, I am placing and taking the name Farad and sealing it in your forehead, meaning I am making sure that you understand inside, what's in your forehead is your brain. What's inside of your forehead is your mind. I am making sure that you thoroughly understand, that you never forget the name Farad. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I am making sure that for the rest of your life, that you never forget that name, that name will stick with you and be with you for the rest of your life. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What I am doing is sealing the name. Let me ask you a question. Rafiq, when you seal something, what are you doing? Like if you seal a tire, what are you doing when you seal something to something else?
When you seal something to something else?
Yes. What are you doing to it?
If you connect it, maybe?
Right? You're connecting them together. Who said that?
Happy.
Dang, when you seal something, what are you doing?
I would say trap it.
That's a good one. That's a good. I like that
Well,
definition.
I'm I said you finish something when you seal something, but you said like.
Wait a minute, that's true. Wait a minute, that's true too. When you seal
Okay.
something, it means that too that you finish it. That's true. That's a good definition. So when you seal something, you finish it, right?
Yes, sir.
Or you stick it together, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? Or the formal definition of seal is that you fasten or close securely. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am sealing. I'm putting the word Farad in your brain that no man can take it from you, that nobody can take that word from your mind because your daddy is sealing it forever. I am binding you forever to God. It's a seal that will not be broken. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Rafiq, get on Google again and type in Revelation chapter 7, verse 3, King James Version. Okay, JV, how do you guys set up? Or you can get on the big computer. That's probably better than your phone. I don't know how y'all set up. Whatever's quicker.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm just gonna get my computer real quick.
Well, Rafiq,
Sir?
just do how you was doing it before, and after you do it this time, then get your computer. Don't hold up class. Go ahead and punch it in the way you was doing it before.
Yes, sir. All right, you said Revelations chapter 7, verse 3?
That is correct.
All right, I have it open.
Okay. Let's see. Kamal, read chapter 7, verse 3.
Yes, sir. Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have filled the servants of our God in their forehead.
Right. So in the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 3, the situation is the judgment. And the word came from God that before the judgment really get rolling, don't do anything, or don't, we're gonna how can I say this? We're gonna allow for some time for my servants to be seen, for my servants to know my name. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So the book says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our God in their foreheads. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, your forehead could not be sealed with the name of the Lord before the end of the world, because the name of the Lord would not be revealed until the end of the world. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what's going on today at this very moment, and which was started last week, your father is sealing your forehead with the name of God, which is Farad. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rafiq, go to Revelation chapter 14, verse 1.
Yes, sir. All right, I have it open.
Have Diane read that. Diane, read chapter 14, verse 1.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000 having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Right. Now here in the 14th chapter of the book of Revelation and verse 1, we are told that the number of people that's going to have the Father's name written in their forehead and be saved, that number is 144,000. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's the number of people that's prophesied to be saved during the end. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And the reason that they are saved is because these people know the name of God, or they accepted the name of God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask who asked you last? I think my Diane. Let me ask you this question. Let me put this to Rafiq. If something is unknown and you are trying to figure out what it is, what is that called?
If it's unknown and you're trying to figure out what it is,
Yeah, what do we call that?
Searching.
Or if that was a book, what kind of book would that be? Would it be a
Adventure.
no?
Suspense,
Not,
or
well, it could be, but wouldn't that be like a mystery?
yes, that was not even talking.
I'm pretty sure suspense is mystery.
No, it's not. It's
I asked why.
mystery.
Wait a minute. I don't want class getting out of hand because this is serious. Who said what?
Diane was saying all that stuff. He was talking when I was about to talk.
I asked what. Well, okay. If you want to talk, you can say something when you're given permission to speak. I was talking to Rafiq. Then once Rafiq gets the answer, if you have something to say, you can say it because I can't keep up with who's talking. Now, what did you say, Rafiq?
Well, I heard you give the answer. It'll be like a mystery.
Who said that, Rafiq?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Diane, what were you trying to say?
I would say it is adventure or suspense.
Okay. Well, yeah, it could be adventure or suspense. That's true. But the more appropriate word, I think, is that when you have something that is unknown and you're trying to figure it out, it is suspenseful, but we call that a mystery. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A moment. Rafiq, look up Revelation chapter 10, verse 5.
Sir. All right, I have it open.
Daim, I want you to read verse 5, 6, and 7.
Yes, sir. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven, and sware by him that liveth for ever and ever, who created heaven, and the things that therein are, and the earth, and the things that are therein, and the sea, and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer. But
Reverse
in the day, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets.
Right. Now, remember when I asked the question, when you seal something, who said it means to finish?
Me, Rafiq.
Right. So in the book of Revelation, Diane just read that in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, or when he shall begin to speak, the mystery of God should be finished, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, what's the mystery of God? The mystery of God is God's name. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Does everybody understand what I just said?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now listen to me very closely. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna definitely go back and re-listen to this lesson. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. How can your daddy prove that the mystery of God is God's name? How can I prove that? Very easily. Everybody knows who God is. What I mean is, everybody knows what God is and what God can do. Everybody generally agrees that God created the heavens and the earth. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But remember, children, remember, the name of the Lord, the one riding the white horse that's coming into the world, he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the name of God was unknown. And the name of God is a mystery. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So what is the mystery of God?
His name.
His name.
That's right. Now remember, Rafiq said that when you feel something, you finish it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, it says the mystery of God should be finished. What does that mean? That means that the mystery of God will be sealed in the minds of the people he's going to save. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, or when he shall begin to speak, the mystery of God, the name of God, should be finished, will be sealed. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, I want you to understand something that you may not really be able to appreciate because you're so young. Your father has paid a price to get the knowledge that I'm giving you. I have paid a price. I've been through a lot to teach you what I am teaching you. What I am giving you is a gift. I am giving you an inheritance. I am giving you a treasure. I paid a dear price for what I am teaching you. Do you understand me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are being taught things that grown-ups do not know. And you may not be able to appreciate that. You say, well, I'm just a baby. I'm just a child. I'm only 16. Or I'm only 8. Or I'm only 12. But believe me, I will not, your daddy will not, never lie to you. What you are being taught right now is the secrets of God that 99% of the people on this planet do not know. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You are going to have to go back and listen to this lesson again. Either get a Bible or wait for me to send you a Bible or get on your computer and follow along. But this is a very important lesson. So before I move on, let me go back on that 7th verse. As Dain read, but in the days of the voice of the 7th angel, when he shall begin to sound, meaning when he shall begin to speak, right? So, I mean,
Yes, sir.
when you hear somebody's voice, what do you hear?
Say again.
When you hear somebody's voice, what do you hear? You hear a sound,
Sound.
don't you? Right?
Yes, sir.
So we know that in the book of Revelation, chapter 10, verse 7, it says, but in the days of the voice of the 7th angel, when he shall begin to sound, that obviously means when he shall begin to speak, because it just said when we hear his voice, the mystery of God should be finished, or the name of God will be revealed, or the name of God will be sealed in your forehead. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
But the question becomes, children, this is a very, very important question. Now, I just want you to think. I don't want you to speak right now. Question becomes, who is the seventh angel. That's not really important. Just something to think about. But let me go back to verse 6. Dain said that the seventh angel said, and he swear by him that liveth forever and ever. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, in the book, Our Savior Has Arrived, on page 99, this is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said about Master Farad Muhammad. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Elijah Muhammad said this about Master Farad Muhammad. He said the present God, Master Farad Muhammad, wisdom is infinite. Danny, what does infinite mean?
The what? Infinite? Oh,
What does infinite mean?
it's never ending.
Okay. On page 99 of Our Savior Has Arrived, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the present God's, Master Farad Muhammad, wisdom is infinite. No scientist can see an end to this man's wisdom coming in the future. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Well, what this is telling you is that the wisdom of Master Farad Muhammad will live forever and ever and ever because it's infinite. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Naeem, read verse 6 again of chapter 10 of Revelation. Read verse 6.
Yes, sir. And swear by him that liveth forever and ever, who created the heaven and the things that therein are, and the earth and the things that therein are, and the sea and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer.
Right. So when we read chapter 10 of the book of Revelation, verses 5, 6, and 7, we see that at the end of the world, there's a man that's going to come, a man that's known as the seventh angel, and this man is you're going to hear his voice, and this man is going to swear by him that liveth forever and ever. According to what I've taught you, who is going to live forever and ever?
Repeat, please. He said, who is going to live forever and ever?
Who is going to live forever and ever and ever?
The people who know God's name.
Master Farad Muhammad.
Correct. Master Farad Muhammad. Let me review again. On page 99 of Our Savior Has Arrived, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the present God's, Master Farad Muhammad, wisdom is infinite. No scientist can see an end to this man's wisdom coming in the future. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, Master Farad Muhammad, if Master Farad Muhammad's wisdom is infinite, how long will Master Farad Muhammad's wisdom live?
Forever.
Forever.
Right. So, when we go back to chapter 10, verse 6, it says, and he swore by him that liveth forever and ever. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And then it says in chapter 10, verse 7, it says, but in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished. So, the seventh angel, or this man, there's going to be a man that's going to come at the end of the world. And he's going to swear by someone that lives forever and ever. Meaning, there's a man that's going to come at the end of the world and is going to swear by Master Farad Muhammad. And this man is going to swear and teach Master Farad Muhammad. And he's going to end the mystery of God. Meaning, he's going to tell the whole world, he's going to finish it. He's going to seal it. He's going to let the whole world know the name of God, the mystery of God, the power of God that's going to be able to save your life. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now listen to me very carefully. And you can try this once we get off the phone. You get on the computer and try it. The internet is connected to basically every country in the world. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I am telling you, who said something? Right,
No,
if you get on the internet, do you understand that billions and billions of people are on the internet?
Yes, sir.
You will not find, according, you can correct me if I'm wrong. As a matter of fact, if I'm wrong, come back and tell me. But trust me, you are not going to find anybody in the world as evidence on the internet that's a greater believer in Master Farad Muhammad than your father. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move on. Now, I'm gonna have a little fun with you. We about to get ready to wrap up this lesson. Your dad's gonna have a little fun. Daeem, no, who haven't I talked to? I talked to Daeem, Rafiq, come on. If you see a house on fire, if you see a house on fire, what number do you dial to call the fire department?
For the fire.
It's 911.
What number do you dial?
911. 911.
That's right. 911 is the emergency number. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, your dad's just having a little fun with you. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I don't joke with the word of God, but I'm trying to make a little point here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Rafiq, type in Psalms PSALMS chapter 91.
Yes, sir.
She would have given me a harder question.
Somebody had a question?
I wish he would have said, like, what did I mean by
Yeah,
that?
Psalms chapter 90.
Chapter 91.
Oh, chapter 91. Which verse?
Chapter
verse?
Verse 1. Verse 1.
All right.
Hold on. Okay. I want Kamal to read verse 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want Amaya to read 5, 6, 7, and 8. I want Daeem to read 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I want Rafiq to read 13, 14, 15, and 16. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So Kamal's going to read 4 verses. Amaya's going to read the next 4 verses. Daeem's going to read the 4 verses after that. And then Rafiq's going to read the last 4 verses. Go ahead, Kamal. Read the first 4 verses.
Yes, sir. He that dwells.
He that dwells.
Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Kamal.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and in my will I trust. Surely He shall deliver me from the snare of the follower.
Take it to the phone.
Follower.
And from the noisome pestilence. And from the noisome. Huh?
Oh, and from the noisome pestilence.
Okay, read the last verse there.
He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield with buckler.
Okay, Amaria, read verse 5, 6, 7, and 8. Are you there, Mario?
Okay. She got it.
Okay.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the
Pestilence.
pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for destruction
Destruction.
that wasteth at noonday.
1,000.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
Verse 8. Go ahead. Read the last verse, Mario. Verse 8.
Only with thine eye shall behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Name.
All right. One second. Only with thine eye. Oh, I'm sorry. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thy in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
I think.
All right. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him. I will honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and shew him with my salvation.
Right. Now, it says, because, one moment. He says, I will deliver him, and I will set him on high because he has known my what? Because he knows what?
His name.
His name.
Right. This is the power of God, children. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Remember, Dain said that power is the ability to influence others. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Power is the ability to influence others to do what you want them to do. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That's what power is. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now, listen to me. What I am giving you right now is the power of God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What do I mean? This is what your Father is giving you. Remember, power, as Dain said, is the ability to influence other people to act. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm about to give you the power of God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Who is God?
Master Farad Muhammad.
Okay, if God is Master Farad Muhammad, I'm about to give you the ability to cause or to influence Master Farad Muhammad to act and protect you. The power of God. I am giving you the power of Master Farad Muhammad. You will have the ability to call Master Farad Muhammad. You will have the ability to call Master Farad Muhammad, and you will have the ability to get Master Farad Muhammad's attention. You will have the ability to cause Master Farad Muhammad to do something for you, because you got power with God. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
In verse 1 it says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
The secret place of the Most High is the name of the Most High. The secret is the name of God, the mystery of God. A mystery is a secret. A secret is unknown. A mystery is unknown. He that dwelleth in the secret place, he that knows the name of God shall abide in the shadow of God, under his protection. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Who is the Lord?
Master Farad Muhammad.
I will say of the Lord, I will say of Master Farad Muhammad, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, my Allah. In him, in Master Farad Muhammad, will I trust. Surely he, Master Farad Muhammad, shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover you with his feathers. Under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be your shield and your buckler. What is a shield, Rafi? What does a shield do?
It protects you.
That's right. He will protect you. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, or the arrow that flieth by day. What is the arrow that flies by day? What does a bullet look like?
A point.
Is it a bullet shaped like an arrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does not a bullet fly through the air?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. You shall not be afraid of the arrow that flies by day. You won't be afraid of no bullets. You won't be afraid of nobody coming up shooting you. Because you are walking with the power of God. You are walking with the power of Master Farad Muhammad. You are walking with the word of Master Farad Muhammad in your mind. You are walking with the word of God. You have power of God. Means you have the ability to influence. You have the ability to call God direct name. I, Daeem, I, Rafiq, I, Amaria, I, Kamal. You know what? I can call God and he gonna get you. I can call God and he will protect me. I got power. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
1,000 shall fall by thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? That means that thousands and thousands and thousands of people are going to be killed. Thousands of them. They're going to be dying all around you. The death is not going to come nowhere near you. You won't even fear it. Why? Because he's with you.
Master Farad Muhammad.
I didn't hear all of you say that. Because who's with you?
Master Farad Muhammad.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you behold the reward of the wicked. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the punishment of those that deviate?
They'll die.
Death.
What's their punishment, come on?
Death.
Death. So we know that the people that deviate are the people that disobey God. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
The people that deviate from God's word are called wicked people. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
In verse 8 it says, only, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, nor any plague shall come near you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Or he shall give his angels charge over thee. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What's the proof of that?
Naeem, Rafiq, what happened at that river gate? Okay, what did you see in the sky?
Spaceship?
Spaceship.
Those black men, those angels, when you came out there, they started flying those ships above your head, didn't they?
Can you say that again?
I said when you came to the river gate with your father and you looked up in the sky, you seen those ships fly over your head, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
For he shall give his angels charge over you, protection, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. In verse 14 says, because he has set his love upon me, Master Farad Muhammad, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. And what is his name?
Master Farad Muhammad.
I didn't hear all of you.
Master Farad Muhammad.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. Now, when you call upon Master Farad Muhammad, what is he going to do?
Answer you.
I didn't hear you.
Answer
He's
you.
going to answer.
Is that something your daddy said, or is that what's written in the Bible by King David? Is that a prophecy? Is that something that I made up, or is that what's written?
That's what's written.
So don't let nobody come to you talking that yang about Master Farad Muhammad, not God, and that your daddy making this stuff up. You're reading this in the Bible. I'm just revealing to you the mystery. His name is Farad. He shall call upon me, Master Farad Muhammad, and I will deliver him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. And with long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Remember, you read earlier that he that call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, right?
Yes, sir.
The book says here, I will show him my salvation. When you call my name, I'm going to show up and show you my salvation. Don't you let nobody break that seal that you have with Master Farad Muhammad. I don't care if the whole world, if everybody on this planet says that you wrong, you stick with Master Farad Muhammad. Because it's prophesied that only 144,000 gonna make it. Daeem, do you know how many people on planet Earth?
How many people are on the Earth?
Yeah, how many people on the planet?
Over 7 billion.
7 billion. Is 100 compared to 144,000? Is 144,000? Is that a very small number compared to 7 billion people?
That's a very small number.
Okay, that means that a very, very small number of people are going to find out what God's name is and call on it. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so remember that. When people's like, man, you the only one that know this or believe this? You mean to tell me it's just y'all that know this? Is this something that your daddy's making up, or is this something that you read in the Bible?
Something that we read in the Bible.
Call on Master Farad Muhammad. All right, children, this is the end of the Sunday school lesson. Are there any questions?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your question?
When it's the end of the world, how would, I call to him? Do I just say his name? I know we have to obey him in a lot of things, but I don't know how to call him by his, I understand his name. I just don't know the exact words I should say.
When he's talking, don't talk to Kamal, don't interrupt him. When you just call that name, like you call your daddy. Do you know how to call me?
Yes, sir.
If you need something, don't you say, Daddy, help me, or Daddy, could you do this, or Daddy, don't you just call my name?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe if you call your daddy gonna help you?
No, you're gonna help me. I believe you're gonna help me.
Do you have any doubt in your mind that if I call my daddy gonna do something about this, or my daddy gonna buy me this, or my daddy gonna help me this? Is there any doubt in your mind about what your daddy gonna do?
No, sir, I don't doubt you at all.
Okay, that's the way you feel about Allah. That's the way you feel about Master Farah Muhammad. When you can't call on your daddy, or you somewhere and you by yourself, or you need comforting, you can not only call on your daddy, you call on God. You call Master just like you call your daddy. Just like you know in your heart that, boy, if I tell my daddy, I know my daddy gonna do something. Well, God is always with you, Kamal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Even when you're in the bedroom with the lights out, nobody else in that room but you, Master Farah Muhammad is with you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And you can talk to him anytime. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
That's how you call Master. You just talk to God, and you know His name, and you have power. Why? Because when you call Him, He's got the. Watch this. Let me show you what I mean, Kamal, okay?
Yes, sir.
Reginald, are you there? John, are you there? John, is John there? David, are you there? Kamal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
See how you answer me? Because your name
No,
is
sir.
Kamal, right?
Yes, sir.
And when I called your name, you heard me, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, if you don't call Master Farah Muhammad, do you think God don't hear you?
He's gonna hear me.
Because you know His name, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. It's just that simple. When the judgment comes and people are in trouble, they're not going to call Master Farah Muhammad because they don't believe. They're going to call Jesus. They're going to call Buddha. They're going to call Jehovah. They're going to call on everybody except Master Farah Muhammad. And they're going to die. That's in the book of Revelation. We just read it. It's in the book of Psalms. We just read it. 1,000 going to fall over here. 10,000 going to fall or die over there. But it's not going to come near you because you know God's name. You read in the book of Revelation that 144,000 was with the Lamb that had the Father's name written in their foreheads. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Did it say 7 billion people?
No, sir.
144,000 accepted the name of the Lord. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
It's not complicated, Kamal. It's not hard. Calling God is easier than calling me, calling your dad. You got to pick up a phone and call me. Come on, all you got to do is speak about Master Farah Muhammad. He's right there. You even got to pick up a phone and call him. He's inside of your brain right now. He's with you right now. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Does anyone else have any questions?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir. I kind of have like a statement.
I'm listening. Who's this talking?
Rafiq, I did the math real quick. That's 99.998% of the world that's not going to be saved. That's a lot.
Remember, what did I tell you last week that 99.99% of the people don't know this and 99.99% of people don't know that? Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just did the math.
Yes, sir.
Did your daddy lie to you? Or did your daddy tell you the truth?
Told me the truth.
Okay. Consider yourselves blessed and very lucky. And like I told you, you're going to have to go back. I will be posting this on the internet to the YouTube channel within a day. And you need to listen to this lesson again when you get a chance. But
Yes,
you're
sir.
right, Rafiq. That's 99. Let me say this before we close. I believe this is in the Hadith of Prophet Muhammad. I gotta verify it, but it's written in the Hadith of Prophet Muhammad. They asked the Prophet how many for hell, and the Prophet said 999 out of every 1,000 for hell. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
999 out of every 1,000 for hell. That's according to the Hadith of Prophet Muhammad. And you just did the math. Now, when Daim said that there are 7 billion people on the planet, was Daim lying?
No, sir.
Okay.
And we read about 144,000 people being saved in the book of Revelation. Did we make that up, or did we read the Bible and see that?
We read the Bible and we saw that.
When Rafiq did the mathematics on 144,000 versus 7 billion, your brother told you that's 99.98% of all people on planet Earth. Was Rafiq lying? Was he just doing math?
He was doing math.
Okay, then. Any more questions, children?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Well, it's been a pleasure and a joy teaching you. I love you. I thank Master Farad Muhammad, who is Allah, for you. I pray that you have a wonderful and splendid day, that you have a wonderful meal. And by all means, make sure that you love and kiss your mother and honor your parents.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you do that. And enjoy the rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.